Hi there, this is Jason Eagle, your natural health authority, and today we're going to talk about expectations and, in particular, what's called there's no Prince Charming. So, this doesn't just necessarily apply to women and girls. We've all been Disneyfied. We've always been, created that which is, oh, I want that knight in shining armor, or I want that perfect girl, or whatever. And most people get disappointed because it doesn't exist. And then when they see a friend or something like that, that they're close enough and they go, well, they got theirs. Stay close to them long enough, it doesn't turn out like that. And it never stays like that. So, the Prince Charming type of thing is there's somebody perfect out there for me. I'm whoever I am, and they're a perfect match for me. I don't got to do anything. They got to do it all. That's wrong. You have to be it for yourself. So, and again, there is also how, if there was a Prince Charming or the perfect girl or the perfect relationship, how do I attract it? And why do I always get the fuzzy into the lollipop? Well, you are attracting what is your mirror. So it's you. It's all about you. It's like that whole thing is wherever you go, there you are. So if you are a person that has the same thing happening to you from city to city to city, it's not them. It's not like they sat down at a table and said, "Oh, let's just all treat Jason this way." They didn't have you think it's like that, but it's because you are bringing you into the equation. And so if there is a Prince Charming or the perfect, mate or something like that, you have to be it for yourself. You have to be perfect in yourself. You have to, first of all, be happy with yourself. Because anyone who needs somebody else to, you complete me. That's that Disney junk. And it's really not true. Or if you want somebody else that you want them to say that about you, oh, I'm nothing without you. That's a trap. That's slavery. And it may sound fun and it may feel nice to be needed in the beginning, but it's not true. Really good relationships are, you are your own cake. Like, some cakes have to have frosting, right? But other cakes are really good cake, like a pound cake. It doesn't need frosting. It's good. The cake is just good. Frosting is extra. It's good with the frosting too. I can enjoy it without. I can enjoy it. So a good relationship is I'm good with myself. I love myself. I've learned to take care of myself. And then you coming in, taking care of me and helping me and me for you is we're extra for each other. Then there's not so much pressure on each other. And then there's not these false expectations because so many people, they'll start off with, oh, it seems like the Prince Charming type of thing. And then you start to smell the stink and see the flaws and see that other stuff. And then you go, and then you want to go on to the next one. And sometimes when people talk about like arranged marriages, we in Western America think that that's the worst possible thing. But I know people from India and other places that said, I thought that way too, but actually we learned to love each other. And we love each other. And it's just as if we picked each other. Did you marry for love or did you find love? Or did you become love? You be the love, and then the love is attracted to you, and then you share it. And that's what the whole thing about a relationship is sharing, a shareable wave, something. And you can't really share something like a bite of your food and you give them the whole plate. You have to have some for yourself. Sharing is I get some, you get some. But sharing is you get it first. I get the first bite. And sometimes you're generous enough to give them the first bite. That's an honor. But, especially with my wife, which is the honor is to get the first bite before I got a chance to test it. But the best thing too with this whole ideology is to let it go, and not that Disney let it go. Let it go, because it is, you will get the thing that you want that is like that perfect, like somebody dreamed it up in the fairy tale. When you lose the expectations and lose the need for it. When you need something, it runs away from you. Like attracting a cat. Like, you don't go here, kitty, kitty. It will run away from you. What you do is you turn your back on it and you pretend to ignore it. But you leave your one hand open. You leave an opening for it to come in. But you first, again, when you're talking about relationship, desperate people are like give a stink of desperation. And the ones that they do attract are the ones that feed off of desperation. And that's a bad codependent recipe. So oftentimes the bad relationships, I don't want to say it's your fault, but it's your fault. It's my fault. I did it. And if we keep blaming the other, then we're always going to be locked in a loop of expecting something else to come to us. But we have to be it first, and then you do attract the other. You become attractive. You become attractive to those. And many times people say, I want somebody just like me. No, you don't. You want somebody opposite to you. You know, a perfect relationship, I like to say, it's the trifecta of both two people looking at each other's eyes, and I see nothing but your eyes, and that's my whole world. And then two people where they're back to back, which is, it's like I got eyes in the back of my head. You're looking out for me. And then it's two people standing side by side with eyes looking forward, going, we're going forward into the horizon. That's a perfect relationship where you take care of each other, they watch out for you, and we're also moving independently but together. And that's a really, really perfect relationship. And it takes a constant managing to do that. It's not easy, but it's also not hard either, because, you know, it's signals. Babies get fed because they know how to cry. They know how to ask for it. They know how to communicate. And they know how to communicate long enough, right? So part of it is you got to talk about what you need. But the first thing that you need always is what you need from yourself. Get it from yourself, and then ask for the help for the others. And then the help that they give you, especially in this relationship, a helpmate, is, I don't need it, but I want it, and so it takes the pressure off of it. When the pressure is taken off something, it gives it freedom. Set something go, and if it's meant to be, it comes back. It's true. But you know, the very first thing you want to set free is that false image of something that was implanted in us, and it's insidious. This, what you call the, Prince Charming. It rots your brain. It rots your heart. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it doesn't exist in that outside. If it exists, it's something that you created and you found, and it's not something you found off the shelf. It's something you worked for and you lived with, and it keeps revealing itself over time. And that's perfect. Okay, bye-bye.
Make sure to subscribe so you get more great videos on homesteading and health and turkeys and chickens and sheep and cows. So hit that like button and subscribe.